Hello clients, hello everyone. My name is Gabriel. Today is November 9 at 4:45 a.m. and I'm just here to give an update on our positions and see how everything's looking so far. We have actually good news and some not very good news. I mean, it really depends. Again, we are not losing anything in the market. We are just here to check out everything. What can be not good news for me, it might be wow, awesome news for you, but that might differ. So let's just jump right into it. Actually, we were looking at the euro against the GBP, or the Great British Pound, where we actually just about today we have closed the position on break even without considering it's a possibility for us to continue on this trade no longer. So that's why I decided to make this video this time, because I wake up with the alarm telling me that our position has been closed on break even. So we didn't lose any money, as well as we don't earn anything. And that's the only reason I actually wanted to bring up this video. But since we're here already, let me take a look in the gold as well. And I have good news for the gold. I did close my position as mentioned in the break-even point, and then I set up another pending position in order to go short, just in case. If we did not close the position, we would be earning now somewhere in the house of 1.50%. But since we have closed on break even, now we are looking at a position that's given us 78%. So that's pretty important for us to realize what's important for you to follow your rules, to follow your strategy. And I think that's the only thing that matters. So if you have a set of rules that you want to follow, you're gonna follow that no matter what you do. And well, that's what I did, and it's been working really well so far. And we're actually looking for a potential for this position to be going back up, retest this point, in which case we will take more consideration, taking looks from time to time, and see what the market will do between these days, and then start to climb back to our profit margin is. For now, it is still on our profit, not 0.73%, if I'm not mistaken, and that's really good for us, and that's all we need to do. So by the time we actually started making these videos, we were just considering some position. I gave in 3 positions that would actually make potential, and talked about those positions. And then on the other video, we start a little sort of a game that we start building up an account. I actually took note of those profits, and I believe I've been marked them over here. Yeah, so I have a little thing that's a notepad here on my navigator, my web browser, and it allows me to just take notes. But it's important for you, if that's something that I didn't mention in any of the videos. I don't believe I did, but if I did, then I'm just going to repeat myself anyway, because it's really important, and I think it's really important. It's the fact that you do need to have a trading journal, or portfolio journal, or whatever you want to call it. You have to have a piece of paper that you can take notes in, and say, on this day we open this pair, or this future, or this position, whatever you want to call it. I call them positions. I open a contract on the value of, and then you put the amount of lots you have set on your position, as well as whatever other information. The more information you put, the more information you have later on to realize what you're doing that's good and what you're doing that's bad, what you should focus your attention on, and what you shouldn't focus more your attention, because that way you can use yourself as a tool So we are a tool, actually. We are decision-making tools. That's what I like to call it. But we are human beings and we are flawed. And the only way we can get better is by studying ourselves and studying where we were wrong and trying to make it right. So focus on the markets that you got good at, or focus and try to build up, or try to retest something, or try to give it another approach for the markets that you are not very good at. With that being said, I think that's one of the very important things that you need to have in mind, to have somewhere where you can take notes. People call them trading journal, call them portfolio if you want to. It's completely fine. You can call it whatever you want. Just have somewhere that you can write down the name of the market, the open price, the open date, and as well as the close price and the close date, the lots that you use, how much have you win or lost on that trade, how much had the market moved on that particular day, how long have you been on that market. So I think those are the very important elements that you need to have on this trading journal or portfolio, again, whatever you want to call it, because that way you can study yourself. And market is something that you study and put out in your brain. But then when it comes to realizing what you're good at or not, you really have to put that in position. You really have to start build up yourself. And I think that's amazing. That's one of the things that you can try it out. I mean, some of the brokers that they're out there, they do have well, for me, I do have my the broker that gives me that. It gives me a monthly extract every time I want to see how much I've lost or how much I've make profit in 1 month or in one particular custom date. For instance, it can be a month, a week, or 2 months, or 1 year, or 2 years, or 5 years. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can see that extract and then use that as a guide to what have you been doing right or wrong. And for that matter, I think we are done for here today. I'm not looking up for any upcoming markets, but I will do a video on that. I'm not putting the gold right now onto our little game because I did said that I would do a video about hunting what's good for the market, and that have very complicated things, and it's something that's really personal. So it's something that you really need to focus first and study it, and then you can get attached to it and then just understand the market and understand the profit behind it. And because that's very personal stuff, that's vary from person to person. Something that can be good for me, it might not be good for someone else. But I try my best to do everything, a little bit of everything, and try to be situated more in the overall market than specifics. And that really became my specific. It's been good in the overall market. That's why I developed the flux, and that's why we're still making profit in every single market that we can, and as well as with account managing and trading managing, and as well as risk to reward setups as well. I would try my best on the next video to give my perspective. Remember, it's giving my perspective of these market hunts, whatever you want to call it. Really, it's just a word for what next activity we're going to do, which is search a market that's good for us, that's probably gonna give us a lot of money, and well, I think that's it really. That sets us, and now looking after the golds for a while now, and I'll be doing that, as well as perhaps some other companies. You can actually see that now my trading view have been changed, because that's why I was preparing for the other video, and I was trying to make sense of how can I explain something that's personal, because it really takes time. So I organize my trading view account in a sort of way that gives me the best what I can do. These are the market that I am completely comfortable on those areas. I'm completely comfortable on those pairs, which is what I call the major FX exchange, which are the euro against the dollar against the yen, the pound against the dollar, the Australian dollar against the dollar against the Canadian dollar, the euro against the pound, and also as well some minor FX exchange, which is the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar, the euro against the Australian dollar, the pound against the New Zealand dollar, the New Zealand dollar against the yen, and now we come to the next section, which is the metal part. The metal part, which I'm gonna try always to keep my mind on, which is the gold, of course, have you seen already, the XAUUSD, and as well as the silver. We have also some energy, US oil, WTE, natural gas, and of course we have some index. It's missing here gasoline, but I'm not very familiar with the market. I'm still trying to build up my confidence on it, and still trying to make it through, see what's good for me, what can work best at certain times, or what cannot, and that's why I didn't include any here. But we have also as well as the indexes, which are the S&P 500, the UK 100, the Dow Jones, as well as the Nasdaq. So I think those are the pretty important markets that I consider. But you can consider anything else. You can consider any company here. You can consider Amazon. You can consider Netflix, Apple, Google. It doesn't matter really. It's your choice. It's what you're going to decide. It's what you're going to invest your money in. So it's what I've been thinking about, actually, this phrase that's been stuck in my head for quite a while now, which is be familiar with what you're investing. If you really believe in it, and if you really have an understanding of how they work and what they do, then you are pretty set up to see if that's good investing or not. So that means is know your companies, get to know them, get to know Apple, get to know Netflix, see what plans they have for the future, see what drives their price up, see how many people have bought them, how many people are interested in bought them, how many people are talking about them, and that sort of thing, because the market is really about people buying shares from other people, and that's what decides the real true value of the market and not of the company. So that's two different things. So with that being said, I think we are done for today. That was just a quick update, and probably see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching, and have a rest of a good day.